I would love you to speak a bit on brand.
So, what is very alive for me these days is brand as art and brand as leadership. So, what I mean by that is it is a fun and very practical vehicle for your artistry and your leadership. Nobody says you must formulate your copy to sound like this. Your website must look like that. Your offerings must follow this template. Nobody's saying that. You can be as creative, abstract, wild, graceful, messy, playful, serious as is true for you. And that's what I'm talking about is there are opportunities for you to really just double down on honoring you. How do you want to be seen? How do you roll? What do you like? What's your style? What's your aesthetic? How do you really speak? What do you really think about the work that you're doing in the world? And then strip away all the other shit and give it to people straight and give people more of your creative process and give people more of your story. And then that does two things. It makes you a lightning rod because you're just like, again, I'm thinking about the person with the trench coat flashing everybody. It makes you a lightning rod because you're just bringing the realness. You're telling the full story about who you really are and where you come from. That creates trust and credibility and intrigue. You're choosing your fonts, your colors, your media, your design based on your preference. And that tells people your style. And it's like, you know what? I fuck with that. I really like how you're presenting yourself. And I want to align myself with somebody who is that authentic and honors their creativity. The other thing that happens, aside from becoming this lightning rod, is you become a filter. When you're like, I'm going to tell you about me as a Reiki healer, and I'm going to do it through poetry and dance. And I'm going to do it through painting. And I'm going to do it through just like gazing into the camera. And I choose not to use all of this words and language. Great. That's going to filter out the people who are going to be like, that's not for me. I really need somebody who's going to explain what's going on here. What is Reiki? Where does it come from? How does it work? But the people who are like, yo, what are you doing? I'm drawn to it. They're going to love it. And the people who are not your people are going to bounce. So it acts also as a filter. Brand as leadership, brand as art, because it's kind of this never ending opportunity to just keep honoring yourself. What do you want to express? What do you want to share? And in doing so, you're obviously giving other people permission. You're modeling like, hey, you can be a teacher, you could be a coach, you could be a professional dancer, you could be an accountant for all I care. You can do it your way. You know, that's massive permission giving.
Oh my God, yes. I'm transcribing this. I'm taking notes later. That's so good. Yeah. You said a portal for more true expression and leadership. That's what brand is. And I love that. A portal. True expression, leadership. And then of course this piece that you just spoke about with filtering, which helps the other person see if you're meant for them.
Yeah.
And I love the way that you said that.
Yeah.
Anytime you speak about it, I feel it brand itself. And it's kind of like that debunking kind of thing, like, oh, this is what people think this means, or everything you just said helps simplify and just really give. Yes, it's permission. And it's also just like, it's very much aligned with everything I'm about with liberation of that OG code, liberation of the expression of the raw, real as it is right now. And that all of that is a representation of who you are in this moment, and that raw, real, authentic is what's craved and needed and is of service, right? And yeah, so good. So
I'll just say one last thing about it, which is put off to the side other people. Oh, who is this a lightning rod for? Who does this filter out? How effective is this at growing an audience?
right.
Leave. Best part is it makes you better at whatever it is that you do. The best part is, I wrote about this recently. If we learn to train our focus away from external validation train our focus away from conformity. We train our focus more on ourself and what wants to come through. And the more you can stay there and the more you can do that, the more you can operate from that space, the better you become at listening. Hello. And I'm not talking about listening to who's out there in the world, but listening to what is meant for you. And the more you increase your capacity to receive the thing that is meant for you. Whether you identify as an artist or not, again, you could become the greatest accountant that ever lived by increasing your capacity to honor your self-expression and your creativity and to lead with your truth, leadership. If anything, what I'm talking about is just a practice to cultivate your mastery, because you're focused on just being present and like allowing the thing to come through. Make space for the next thing to come through. Make space for the next thing to come through. Don't worry about how it's going to be received. The piece that I wrote was, there will be crickets. Do it anyways. Don't sit around and wait for the applause. Do the thing, do what you like, express yourself. You can refine it, you can evolve it. Stay and deepen that practice. And you'll just be so good. You'll just keep getting better.
Yeah, the nectar of your own creative force moving through your body is what I was feeling. Thank you for vibing with us on the Soul Legacy podcast, where we remember together and live our legacy daily. If today's episode ignited something in you, please amplify that. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this with someone you love. Want support birthing your vision? Book a free call at the link in the show notes below. I'm here to hold you down and lift you up, always. Until next time, have fun on the adventure of perpetual upgrades. And remember, you are precious, you are loved, you are love. And I'll see you soon.